Very good morning, dear children. We are on the next chapter, that is chapter number 2 of Geography Inside Our Earth. And children, in this chapter, we are going to study about our Earth. Children, as we all know, that Earth is a dynamic planet. It is constantly undergoing different changes, fine, inside as well as outside. Now we are just going to discuss about the interior of the earth. Children, look at figure 2.1. Fine, you can see that earth has different layers. Fine, so the uppermost layer is your crust, and then after that comes the mantle, and the innermost layer is the core. Fine, children. So if you talk about the structure of the earth, you can compare it with an onion. As onion has different layers, same way earth has different layers, one upon the other. You can just look at figure 2.1. The uppermost layer of the earth is the crust. Fine, that is the lithosphere on which we live. And children, if you talk about its, it is the thinnest layer, which is about 35 kilometers in the continental masses. And if you talk about the ocean floor, it is 5 kilometers there. Then the constituent of this continental mass are silica and alumina, which is called Sial. And if you talk about the oceanic mass, that consists of silica and magnesium, which is called as Sima. Just below the crust, children, there is a layer which is known as mantle, and its depth is 2900 kilometers, just below the crust. And if you talk about the innermost layer, that is your that is your core. Fine, so it has the radius of 3500 kilometers, and it is made up of nickel and iron, so it is known as knife. And children, the central core of the earth, we can't reach there. It has a very high temperature, it has a very high pressure. Now children, the next topic is rocks and minerals. Fine, children. So rocks and minerals. So what are rocks? The earth crust is made up of various types of rock. Rock is any natural mass of mineral matter that makes up the earth crust. Fine. So you might have seen that rocks are of different color, different size, different texture. So, broadly speaking, there are three types of rocks, major types of rocks: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Igneous rocks are also known as the primary rocks, and even igneous rocks are also of two types. Igneous rocks are the one who are made out of the molten magma. When molten magma cools down, it takes a solid shape, and rocks formed after this are known as igneous rock. Then there are intrusive igneous rock and extrusive igneous rock. As it is clear by the name only, when the molten magma does not comes out, so it is inside the earth only, it makes the it solidify inside only, then it makes the intrusive igneous rocks. You can take example of granite. Fine, and the rock, when the lava comes out on the earth's surface, and after that it cools down, solidify, and then with the rocks which are made, they are known as the extrusive igneous rocks. And the example of extrusive igneous rock is basalt. Fine. Now sometimes children, the rocks, they roll down, they crack, they hit each other, they are broken into very small particles. So those small particles are known as sediments, and those sediments can be transported or deposited here and there by the wind and water, the forces of nature. So again, these sediments, they compress, they become hard, and after that the rocks made are sedimentary rocks. So if you take example sandstone, and these sedimentary rocks, they contain, sometimes they contain the fossils of plants, animals, microorganisms, and so on. Fine. Igneous and sedimentary, they both can change into metamorphic rock. If they are, under great heat and pressure, they can change into metamorphic. Like clay changes into slate, limestone changes into marble. So, how can you say that rocks are important to us? They are very useful to us. Fine, we play games. There are certain games which are played with the help of rocks, and hard rocks are used to make roads, houses, buildings. So just check out the names given in the book. These were the games which the children used to play in the ancient, I mean, not the ancient time, some years before, like seven stone, scotch, five stone, and so on. And children, now we will talk about the rock cycle. When one type of rock changes into another type, fine, under certain conditions in a cyclic manner. So that transformation from one to another is known as the rock cycle. You can see the diagram of rock cycle. As you have seen that magma cools down, solidify, it becomes igneous rock. Igneous rock broken into smaller particles, transported, deposited, makes the sedimentary. Both igneous and sedimentary, when they are subjected to heat and pressure, they make metamorphic rock. So if again the metamorphic, again under great heat and pressure, melts, form again, makes the molten magma. Again the magma changes into cools and solidify, makes again the igneous rock. So this way the process goes on. So that's the rock cycle. Now children, the next one is the, now rocks are made up of different minerals as well. What are those minerals? Minerals are the natural occurring substances which have certain physical properties, and they have some definite chemical composition also. They are very helpful to us. They are very important for us. We can use them as fuel. For example, coal, natural gas, petroleum. We are using them in industries, aluminium, iron, gold, uranium. We are using them in medicines. We are using them in fertilizers. So they are very important to us. So this way, children, we completed our chapter 2 of geography. Thank you and have a nice day.